throwing TDs. Opposition think they gon' win, well, we gon' see. People say there ain't no I in team, but if we go to adding.
Hey, I was jamming.
Yeah,
What's up, y'all? What is up? How is everybody this beautiful Monday? I was gonna say morning. It's not morning. It's definitely evening. But
Monday, though. We got, it's Monday. We got our Mondays going already. It's cool.
We got the Mondays going. I obviously sound horrible, so please excuse my voice. I'm gonna probably mute myself a lot of this while you're talking, just because I'm over here sniffing and sounding gross. So, but we're here. We're live because the show must go on, right, Coach?
It must always go on. You know how that is.
How it is, how we do, because we don't like missing these shows every Monday. We really enjoy coming on here every single week and hanging out with you guys and talking some Texas football, Texas sports, just in general, not even just football. But how are you doing this Monday, Coach? How are things going?
Shit, it's Monday. No, though, like you in Austin though, but this DFW, like this weather has been bad. Like it wants to rain every day, man.
Really?
Day. But
it's been
good.
hot as
Monday,
balls here. It's been so hot here in Austin. It's been so muggy and so gross. Well, I mean, obviously this has nothing to do with what we're going to talk about, but like my friend was literally telling me about baseball-sized hail. Like she's having to get her windshield replaced because like baseball-sized hail is sitting. Yeah, it was a mess. So my thoughts and love are with all of the people of DFW going through the freaking monsoon at the moment. So thank you guys for tuning in, though. Despite all the horrible weather, we really appreciate y'all ending your nights here with us every single Monday. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter. Both of our handles are right here on the little screen thingy. And then make sure you're going subscribing to YouTube as well. If you're watching on Twitter, we're over on YouTube at LacedUp Podcast. Once again, we're live every single Monday. So make sure you go hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time we upload. Let's get into it. Let's just start getting into it.
Let's go.
I'm surprised I went through all of that without stuttering.
I mean, you're getting better, yo.
I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. Pretty proud of myself on that one. But Texas softball. I know all you football fans out here are super, super excited to hear what Coach Dub has to say about the Texas Elite Camp that happened this past weekend. A lot of amazing offers went out. So we're really excited to hear about that. But before that, I just wanted to give quick flowers. We give them every week. I really, really, really want to give quick flowers to the Texas softball team, who is currently playing Stanford. Mother. Sorry. Something happened that ended the inning. But so I just want to give huge props to the Texas softball girls. They've gone into Oklahoma City and just completely whooped ass. Like they have completely dominated their field so far. Run ruling Florida, who just beat Oklahoma earlier today, 9-3. We run ruled Florida a couple days ago, 10-0. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick and give our girls a really big pat on the back because they are there working their asses off and doing the damn thing. And I'm super proud of them. Obviously, I'm super engaged with the game right now. It's literally on my TV, like behind here, just because there's so much going on. It's getting in the later innings. It's just, it's so fun. If you're not watching the Women's College World Series, go watch it because these games have been crazy. These female athletes are just insane. The web gems that we've gotten in the outfield, the type of defensive plays that are being made, the bombs that are being hit, there's just so much to be excited about in the world of softball right now, especially as a Texas fan, So I just wanted to jump in real quick and give those girls their pats on the back and make sure we're sitting here giving them their flowers because they're really showing out for the 40 acres right now.
Yeah, speaking of softball, you saw the state championship game with Velasco and another girl hit like a grand slam to win the game. So
for those of you that don't know, I'm going to kind of recap this real quick. For those of you that don't know, the 6A state championship was played in Austin at Red and Charlie McCombs Field. Sorry. And Weslaco was down 9-3 going into the bottom of the seventh. For those of you that don't watch softball, softball's only 7 innings, baseball's 9. So going into the bottom of the 7th inning, they're down 9-3, and they come back and win it off of a walk-off grand slam, 11-9. So shout out to those girls too, because holy crap, you want to talk about a comeback? Don't call it a comeback. Oh my God.
I love it, though.
That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. Just the way that all of that went down. And, you know, she was a sophomore.
Yeah. We need to recruit her. We need to go ahead and jump in her.
That's what I'm saying.
Jump in her DM or something.
Coach White, go get her on the go bring her on the 40. That'd be great. We'd really appreciate that. Love that for us. But like I said, just wanted to give a quick shout out to the Texas softball girls and women's sports in general, because there are a lot of conversations happening right now in regards to women's sports, in regards to women in sports. And I'm excited. I'm happy that we're even included in the conversation, you know? So
I gotta say, I love it though. I like the intensity in the women's basketball league. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Let them hip check each other and do whatever. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. I don't mind it. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a fan of cheap shots, but I'm not a fan of cheap shots to anybody. That has nothing to do with any person in particular.
I'm just saying.
You know, like, it's funny because fans have bitched for years about how soft the NBA is, but then the CDW NBA sitting here freaking laying each other out, and they're like, "Oh my God, women! They just hate Caitlin Clark. They just hate blah 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 blah. They're just so catty, yada yada yada." So it's just super frustrating how the narratives seem to conveniently switch whenever we're talking about women's sports versus men's sports. How men are passionate and they're aggressive and they're all of these things, and women are catty and they're confrontational. You know, like just the way that we describe women and women in sports and women's athletics just in general, I think needs to change. Because like I said, it's super funny to hear everybody bitch and complain about how soft the NBA has been the past however freaking many years. I don't know how long I've heard that, but it's just super ironic and super funny to hear people bitching about it, but then also not wanting to see women compete with that same intensity.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, I'll say it every show. I'm a girl dad. I love being a girl dad. Those two are going to be tough. They're going to be in people's face too, letting people know whatever sport they choose, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I did that. So
as they should. As they should. The thing is like, I don't understand how anybody's genetics, anybody's X chromosome or Y chromosome determines your gamesmanship, determines your competitiveness, your competitive ability. That has nothing to do with it. Like, I am one of the most competitive people on the face of the planet. Like, I don't even like losing at skip-bo. Don't play with me. Like, I will beat your ass in speed. Don't play.
You too young to know what speed is. Stop.
Don't play with me. In my high school graduation, me and my friend that was sitting right next to me on stage, we were playing speed while every single other person was graduating. So
wow, that just took me back to being
shout out Philip Burnett, man. But anyways, let's get on to some football stuff. Let's get on to some football conversations. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's go to a couple comments. We got James Martin Lee. Appreciate you coming over from Twitter. Bro? What's up? We really appreciate you. Coach White has absolutely built a monster for sure. He is building an absolute machine. Texas is going for those of you that don't know, Texas is going for its second championship appearance in 3 years. So, I mean, there's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot to really hang your hat on. So, super, super pumped for that program, super pumped for those girls, and just super happy with what Coach White has been able to do here on the 40 acres. But let's just go ahead and jump into some football stuff really quick, because I wanted to kind of talk about the Texas Elite Camp this past weekend. We had some really dope offers go out, some really interesting guys that kind of piqued some people's interest. So let's kind of hear about those guys.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it. First of all, it was hot as hell. It was hot. It was hot. But it was hot inside the stadium too. Like, hey, dudes were in there competing. Everybody wanted to get an offer. But you know, the thing that really stood out to me is the kids who have offers already still compete in the camp. Ooh. In years past, that wouldn't happen. Right?
I like that.
I'm not about to compete. I'm not about to do any camp. I got off already.
Mm-hmm.
It says something about the program, right? It's almost like Alabama
Mm-hmm.
is, right? Like you got an offer, but I need you to come prove you are what you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You come prove what you are, what you think you are, right? It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
hey, the offer means I'm dating you, right? But to make it committable, to make it say I want to marry you, come show me. And so, but those dudes showed up and done that. That's dope to me. Hey, look. I'm just trying to make it relate. That's what offer is. I offer you, I want to date you. You got a committable offer, I want to get married. That's what it is.
I mean,
But those kids showed up and showed out, man. Like, it was competitive as hell. They got out there, man. And I love to see it. Trust me. Yeah. Ton of kids got offers. One joining the show tonight got an offer. You know what I mean? So like it was dope. A good thing to see.
You ruined the surprise.
Well, look,
I didn't say I said we had a special guest on, but I mean, like we gotta wait on a second. We gotta lead up to it a little bit.
I opened the door to the plane and jumped out. My bad.
You did like no shoot, no nothing. You said
only me. I'm glad that bitch. No.
Send it. Dang.
But
you excited?
Yeah, it's just so many kids walk through with offers, man. Some who I think on the verge of getting offers, that did well too. So I mean, it was a great camp. Like elite camp. I think they have one more elite camp in 2 weeks, right? I see a ton of names there that on the verge of getting offers, or some who have offers and be there to compete too. So I think that's gonna be like just a good thing to see. I don't know if I'm going back down to Austin for that because man, look, but still, it's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
Barbecue afterwards. Oh man,
I'm gonna need an invite.
You need an invite?
I need to go to the pool. I'm pale.
Don't y'all like some spray?
I'm pale. I'm pale. I need to be. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm naturally bronze shit. I got natural tan shit. I don't know. Hey, I'm trying not to be in the heat too much. My ass get black. We turn in. Never mind. Let's keep going. But yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You got my God. You ready as hell.
You got me. I'm dying over here. Anyway, what are some of the names that we really need to be looking out for? Because you talked about a lot of the guys that wanted to come out and compete, that were wanting to come out and really show what they had. What are some of these new offers? Because some of the guys that we know have had offers for a minute, like who are some of the ones that we need to keep our eyes on with the new offers that came in this past weekend?
2027 offensive lineman Brian Swanson from South Oak Cliff. He's a 2027 kid, young, but man, he's big and trains with Zach, who trains O-line, who also trains DJ Campbell, you know what I mean? Kojo on the team. So, like, hey, shout out to him. You got Mike Brown, man, receiver, 2026 receiver. He's 27. I'm sorry, he's good. He trains with Deshae. Like, he's from Austin, likes Austin a lot, likes Texas a lot. He was waiting on this offer. Like, that's another kid to watch out for. That's a really good kid. I love him and I love his family. Man, it's just so many other guys. Like, I can't even think on top of my list. It's like off the top of my head, it was so many. Like, they were coming off the bus. Yeah, I got an offer today. Like, wait, what? Did you? Posting them. I couldn't even keep up. It had to be like 15 kids.
That's good though, right? That's good though, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Like, that's got to mean something.
Yeah.
It's got to mean something. So before we kind of break down a little bit more into some of the other guys, why don't you just go ahead and name drop exactly who we got coming on tonight? Because we got a very, very, very special guest along tonight, him and his family. So let's just go ahead and bring them on real quick. What is up, guys? Hi. How is everybody doing? How are y'all doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good. Yeah. Awesome. Thank y'all so much for coming on. We really, really appreciate it. Mom, Dad, how are y'all doing? Good. Little sister looks kind of scared.
You're stepdaddy. Okay.
Oh, stepdad. Sorry. I apologize. But I'm just really excited to have you guys on here. I really, really appreciate you guys coming on and wanting to sit and talk here with us. So, Jamarian, real quick, I just wanted to kind of jump in and ask you, what does that Texas offer mean to you? Being a guy out of Temple, what does getting that Texas offer mean to you? And parents, y'all can kind of answer that after that as well, because I want to know what it means to the entire family.
So the Texas offer really means a lot, you know, especially for me being from Temple and knowing it's a whole lot of people that had that opportunity to play there, and me being able to follow in their footsteps and have the opportunity to do that. So it means a whole lot, and plus it's close to home. So, well,
yeah. Speaking of those
good.
Speaking of those people, my family, Davion Curtis and then Taquan Graham, just like family. Mom, I ain't had a chance to meet you yet, but you family too. So, those guys talk to you about Texas at all? You think do you get a chance to talk to Taquan or Davion? I know Davion coaches there, but do you get a chance to talk to those guys about Texas?
Well, yeah, I talked to Davion early, like not too long ago, about it. So he was talking about it's a good place to go and everything, and it should be like one of the top options for you to go. So we talked a little bit about it.
That's what's up. So this question for like the whole family, right? When did you realize you're really good at football and like I can really take this thing to the next level?
He realized when he was about 4 years old, and Little League was practicing right across the street in the field from the apartment complex, and he wanted to play. So he wasn't old enough, but my stepdad and one of his friends was the coaches of the team, so they would let him suit out and run routes with the big guys. So he really been suiting out and playing football since he was about 4 years old.
Dang,
that's crazy. That's so cool, though. That's cool that they allowed him to just kind of like pad up and just go and run routes and do what he had to do. How did that make you feel?
He was big enough, but he wasn't of age, so he couldn't play.
He's just a big kid.
Yeah.
So, we kind of talked about what the offer meant to Jamarion for a second, but I don't know if parents were able to answer exactly what that Texas offer just meant.
I'm just gonna let him have the show. I mean, because at the end of the day, he putting in the work. My job is to raise him and to get him, you know what I'm saying, get him through school, and it's on him what he chooses to do. So whatever he's excited about, I'm rolling with it.
I love that, though. We all love seeing such a supportive family, such a supportive system around each and every one of these guys, each and every one of these recruits, because we know the recruiting process can be pretty difficult and everything. So I know for those of you that don't know, 4-star edge, Jamarion Carlton here with us live on LacedUp Live. I had a question in my head, but it just blanked. So, Coach, do you want
to? I got you. And this whole thing is like to get everybody to know who you are outside the helmet. Right? Because everybody look at the player, that's all they know. They see a guy in pads making plays. They don't know you as a person. I think that's huge for people to get to know you as a player and a person. But besides football, what other sports do you play?
I play basketball too.
So you're a hooper, huh?
Yeah.
Baby Shaq.
You got the hops.
Oh, so we call it. Is that the nickname, Baby Shaq?
Nah.
No.
The name my grandma gave him before she passed. He started playing basketball right before.
So is Baby Shaq.
Baby Shaq.
So is Baby Shaq. You're just Baby Shaq now.
Temple has a ton of like athletes, like y'all like dual sport, triple sport, like y'all play all sports there, but y'all dominate like from football to basketball, heck, even track, man. It's like y'all got like a factory in Temple, man. What is it like? What's the culture like at Temple? Like it's like every year you're producing a number of athletes that's going to the college level. Like what is it like just being around in that atmosphere?
It's really good because we have very high standards for everybody. So being able to play multiple sports at one time, it really helps because they all help each other in some way and somehow. So it's really good to be able to have the opportunity to be able to play multiple sports, knowing that you can be good at anything, basically, have multiple options to be good in and all that. So it's been real. It's good. So, yeah, exciting.
Yeah. So this question's for everybody, or for parents. Like what are y'all most proud about him, like on or off the field? And the young man he's become and everything.
I don't know. Go on, speak.
So I'm gonna say this. This is what's very, very intriguing about this kid. He's a big, friendly kid. Everybody love this kid. No matter where you go, everybody love him. So that's the most intriguing to me because knowing who he is, where he goes, he's never met a stranger. So that's the biggest thing for me. like him being able to handle himself when he's out in the public. He's not going to embarrass anybody. He's going to be respectful and do what's right. So that's the biggest thing for me.
Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot because likability is so important, you know, especially in today's day and age of NIL with recruiting and everything. You have to be able to have that relationship with your coaches and with the staff and make sure that you really concrete that type of the type of relationship that you want with the staff and with your coaching staff and everything like that. So when it comes to your relationship with the coaching staff and everything, what are some of your favorite things about that? This goes for both Jamarian and parents. I really want to know, like, what are some of your favorite things about this past weekend and being able to step on the 40 and hang out with some of the staff and stuff? What were some of your favorite parts?
Well, I didn't get to make it, so I'm going to let him
okay.
question.
Okay, so we can. She was like, well, dang.
You got it.
Yeah, so I think one of like the best things was being able to get coached up by professionals, basically, like very good people. So they helped me in a lot of ways, told me things I was good at, things that I could work on to be better at. So basically, and then being able to talk to the coach that's like directly in front of you and not over the phone and everything. So it's been very like great communication wise, that which really like it helps a lot knowing that you got a mentor right in front of you that can teach you everything. So with that, I know what I need to work on and all that. So that experience was very great.
That's good. That's really good. Like I said, it's nice to hear about the types of relationships that people are building and what they're actually able to get from these types of visits as well, because it goes both ways, right? These visits are a way for the staff to be able to look at who they got and who they want to give offers to and everything like that. But it's also for y'all and for the player and the family to be able to kind of weed out and everything, which schools really matter and which schools actually are going to end up being where you could possibly see yourself playing, right?
Yes, mom.
That's good.
So I just want to ask one quick question based off of, so not disregarding, but like after this past weekend and everything, what are some of your goals coming into this upcoming season? What are some of your strengths? What are some of your weaknesses? What are some of the things that you feel like you really need to focus on or that you want to focus on going into this upcoming season?
I really want to focus on getting off the ball fast and being more explosive with my punches a lot. So I've been working on that really. I got better from what I've seen, but it's still more I need to work on with that. And being able to like flip my hips more, be more flexible with it. So there's a couple of things I need to work on. I think that I should work on for this season coming up. I
think technique is what we need to be focusing on. Technique is a big thing for him because he's a raw athlete. So it needs to be something that we need, because when you get to that level, everybody's going to be able to be raw. We got to make sure we polish up, get the right stuff added to what we need to be doing.
And that's why choosing the right coaching staff is important, because you want to be able to play and you want to be able to see the field and everything, but you also want to make sure that you are getting developed in a way that you feel good about as a player, as an athlete, so like I said, that's just really important to hear. That's really great to hear. Coach, do you have another question or anything?
Yeah, just like last question for me is like the recruiting process still kind of new. I mean, you got some offers, but what has the process been like for you and parents? Like, what has the process been like, and like, how do y'all feel about the recruiting process so far?
It's been all right. I mean, he been excited. I've been excited for him because I ain't never been nowhere. So I've been excited for him with all the different little offers and things he been getting, because he done been a few places, but I mean, I'm excited for him because I ain't never did nothing. So I love to see it, and I'm glad that he able to experience it, especially coming from where we come from, because it wasn't always easy.
Right. For sure. And that's all we could ever want for y'all as well, whether it's Texas, whether it's elsewhere. We just want to see y'all and Jamarian be able to go and succeed and do the best that y'all can and do the best that he can. So I really appreciate you guys hopping on here real quick. I do have just one quick question. One of our friends, Victor, this might be a little bit early because we don't know. It's a little bit early, but do you know if he may or may not be an early enrollee or not whenever that time comes to be able to
I'm
come off to
pushing
college?
him to wanting to be an early enrollee so that he can get the proper training and already know the ins and out of everything before it even starts, before the season starts. So I've been talking to him a little bit about that, because you're going to be able to come back and walk the stage and graduate with your peers and everything else, but it is best that you push to kind of get out of there early so that you can go on and already be one up on everybody else coming in. So I have been kind of talking to him and trying to get him to go that route, simply because he's grades wise, he's always had that packed down. I don't accept nothing below an 80. So grades wise, he's always
yes, mama. Yes, mama.
So
yes, ma'am.
I have been to try to lean toward getting up out of there a little early so he can already be ready.
Well, and why not? Right? Like, why not? It gets you doing what you want to do quicker. It gets you in an opportunity to see the field quicker. It gets you an opportunity to see.
If you want that starting position, he needs to be ahead anyway. So I've been pushing him.
Oh yeah, I love mom.
I know. I like mama too. Mama don't play.
That's what's up. I really like appreciate y'all joining, like taking time out your day to even come on our show. When I come through Temple, I'm gonna say what's up. When I come see family, I'm gonna make sure I say what's up to y'all too. But
already, because Davion like family too. So it's all good. He like family too.
I love that. So
I got one more quick question before we sign off. I just want to end on a laugh. I want to end on a good note. So, do y'all have any sort of funny or embarrassing moments, whether it's football, whether it was him as a kid, whether what's a good story? Because we know we all got some stories.
Well, I'm gonna say up until I busted my knee up, he couldn't whip me and running. I got a video. I got a video where I dusted him, and he couldn't mess with me, and I tore my ACL about a year ago. So now I can't run. So he think he got one up on me. So he beat me one time before that because I gained a few pounds, and I had just got done doing my thing, and we both racing out. So but yeah, I had him.
Hey, that's good.
That was so good.
I'm gonna let you lay that down.
Yeah. And I got the video. He'd be mad because I still got the proof.
Oh, I would keep the proof forever. Keep the proof forever.
I am.
When he's gone into the NFL, when he's gone doing all this stuff, you got that proof. Because
I'm gonna be running down the sideline when it's time for him to scope.
Yep. Save that for draft night.
So cool.
That's great. I love that. Thank y'all so much for joining in. For those just joining in, we just got finished talking with 4-star edge out of Temple, Texas, Jamarian Carlton. Sorry, I choked a second. But thank you guys so much for joining in. We really, really appreciate it. And hook 'em horns. Hope to see you guys on the 40 again here soon. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't mean to do that. That was bad. Whoops. I cut them out a little too early. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my bad. I didn't realize they were still talking. It happened so quick.
Monday, I guess. I don't know. You got Mondays. Yeah, you cutting people out. You read. You coughing.
It happened so quick. Dude, it's hot in here. I don't know why. My AC ain't turned on. I need to go turn it on. But anyways.
It's hot. It ain't got no AC.
I know. I do have AC, but it's just... I have the light on me. There's just a lot going on. It's Monday. It's Monday. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But also, his mom beating him in a bucket.
Yeah, she got to say that for draft night. Man, you get beat and run by your mama, man. Say, although, hold on, time out. Wait. Knowing the people in Temple like I do, the girls' track team is fast, so she probably ran track, so she might be super fast.
She might have, yeah.
Oh, Texas won 1-0, by the way, right? I'm sure you looked at the score.
Texas softball is headed to the Women's College World Series Championship round. Let's go. Go.
How many teams make it?
Let's go.
Make the championship round?
What?
How many teams make it? Is it only the last two?
Mm-hmm.
So
we are one of the final two.
So you gotta lose again for Florida to go, right? If OU wins next game, are they automatically in?
Yes.
Dang, they ain't gonna win too?
No, because so the thing is so for those of you that don't know how the Women's College World Series bracket works, let's kind of go over it real quick. So it's a double elimination. Okay. Florida only lost once. Florida lost once to Texas, 10-0. Okay. So them losing to Texas sent them into this game with Oklahoma. They beat Oklahoma 9-3. But Oklahoma doesn't have any other losses. They only lost that one. So it's a double elimination. So they have to win once tomorrow. Whoever wins tomorrow goes to play Texas in the final series.
I see. Okay. Got you.
But
Let's get it, though. Let's get it.
Let's win this shit, y'all. You know what? 1-0. That's a crazy ass score. But I will with one of, if not the best offenses in the country. But you know what? I will take it.
A win is a win.
A win is a win is a win is a win is a win.
Hey, shit.
Period. Period. Point blank.
Like you're gonna be on Twitter talking shit all night about this.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, my phone is on do not disturb right now. But as soon as we get off of here, I am going ham.
Going ham?
I'm going ham. So make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Laci XOXO. Make sure you're going over on Twitter and following Coach Dub, aka Coach Williams II.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Inside Texas. Promo code IT1 gets you 2 months for $1. Come holler at us. Come holler at us. We got a lot of good stuff going. A lot of good articles going up. Recruiting, elite camps, fall camp. Players reported yesterday. First workouts for today, so they getting it in. Like, hey, come check us out. Y'all got
to go subscribe to Inside Texas. Like, you really, really actually have to. Use code IT1 2 months for $1. $1. That's all. $1. That's all you need to go and get all the Texas football information that you would ever possibly want. And not even just football. They do everything. We just got a transfer for, or I don't even know if it's transfer technically.
Basketball at the portal, yeah.
Basketball just hit somebody out the portal. Basketball just hit somebody out the portal. You know, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on the 40 acres. We're with us knocking out Stanford, that basically concretes, like solidifies a third Directors Cup championship in 3 years, or a second in 3 years. Wait, no, 3 and 4.
Hey, I got a question real quick. Time out.
What?
What's the Directors Cup? Honestly, I hear it all the time. Like, what does it mean?
The Directors Cup, once again, for those that don't know, the Directors Cup is given to the best athletic program in the entire nation. And they go off of like a scoring metric. So there have only ever been 3 teams to win the Directors Cup. UNC won the first one.
Yeah.
Stanford won it after the first one. Stanford won it up until Texas won it 3 years ago for the first time.
Okay.
And then we went back to back in 21 and 22. Barely lost it last year to Stanford. And then us knocking Stanford out of the Women's College World Series basically solidifies that we're probably going to be getting another Directors Cup championship, which means that Texas has the best athletic program in the nation.
I had to ask. I know. So that means those swimming and rowing trophies and all that stuff really matters. Okay.
They actually mean something.
I can't watch rowing. Like, you out there in a lake.
Hey, we just won a rowing national championship too, though.
Oh, they won it?
They won it.
I don't keep up with that shit, but I'm saying.
I mean, I don't. Well, the thing about rowing is I feel like, so at least this past national championship, this rowing started at like 7:30 in the morning. And a lot of y'all don't know me personally, but I am an absolute beast in the morning. I am not one of those people, like, I am not a morning person. I am not one of those people that wakes up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That is not me. Don't talk to me until I have some caffeine. And even then, you might want to chill out a little bit.
Oh, dang.
That's just what it is.
You always been like that?
Always. I've always been, well, because I'm a hard sleeper. I know we're getting into completely off topic, but I'm a really hard sleeper. So I'm just a beast in the morning. We're talking about absolutely nothing right now, by the way.
I'm like, wait, what?
I don't even know how we got on that topic, but anyways. Oh, because they're at freaking 7:30 in the morning. Rowing, the national championship was at like 7:30 a couple mornings ago, and I don't see 7:30 in the morning unless I'm falling asleep. So,
Wow.
which I will say I don't do that, but besides the point.
Lies. Anyway, hey, Victor, we talked about this. Victor got a good question.
I was just bringing it up as you said that, because this is a very, very good question heading back into the conversation about the Texas Elite Camp. Coach, I'm gonna go adjust myself real quick and blow my nose and stuff. So you talk about what's going on in that real quick.
Boy, Dub was going solo for a second. I bet I can handle that. Anyway, hey Victor, yeah, man, that dude. We talked about it on Inside Texas, and we went live and talked about it. But yeah, that dude took an Uber to Austin to come camp. Like he has an offer from Texas, right? The fact that all the flights were delayed coming out of Dallas, because they're from Florida, right? He was like, I'm not gonna miss this camp. Like most kids with a 5-star rating, like they don't care about camping, right? Like I got all the offers in the world. What do I need to go to a camp for? They said, forget that. They took an Uber from Dallas just to make sure they made it on time to Texas. So it tells you a lot about how much he likes Texas and how much he wants to compete. So yeah, that's what kind of quarterback I want. I don't know about you, but that shows me he a leader. That shows me, hey, that's that dude. So yeah, I would say all sights are set on him, man. Straight up. Since I got some data, and I'm gonna talk about some real shit. Look. I don't care about no director stuff. No, I'm just teasing. Hey, we got swimming trophies. We got rowing trophies. What other sports we play? Y'all keep up with this. Because look, honestly, I pay attention to football, basketball. I watch women basketball. I watch women softball now. You know what I'm saying? Being a girl dad, I got to be on the girl sports. It's cool. I'm with it. And I'm watch track and field. You know what I mean? I want to see somebody sprint. But I ain't never watched rowing in my life. I ain't never watched swimming. I guess I watched a little swimming, but man, we don't swim. I mean, water past 3 feet, we ain't getting in that shit. You know, black. Never mind. Anyway, we don't swim. All right, shit, no, that ain't us. What other sports I watch? I don't know. I watch hockey. Now I'm a big Dallas Stars fan, even though we lost last night. Whatever.
Man, I come back and I hear you freaking talking about the Stars.
Hey,
what are we doing?
Hey. I'm gonna be talking about sports over here. We talking about sports: golf, track, swimming, baseball.
We can be happy about the Mavs.
No, I ain't talking about them. No, I ain't a Mavs fan, but we were talking about I was gonna get the ugly look. I was talking about the Director Cup and all the sports attached to it, right? And what I watch and what I don't watch. Like, I've never paid attention to it. Oh, golf. I watch golf sometimes. It depends.
Well, and it's also different. So like Stanford has like, I think, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 extra sports that Texas doesn't have.
Oh.
So they have extra chances. So the way that it works is they only take certain points from Stanford. Don't get me lying on how exactly the criteria breaks down, because I don't know exactly how they go about picking and choosing which sports will be knocked off and which ones will stay, like which points scored. So don't get me lying on that, but I don't know. I'm just really excited because Texas athletics is doing the damn thing. You know, you got Crystal Conti freaking killing the game. Has he made a bad hire?
No, did he hire Pierce?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
You think, what was the dude, Patterson? What's his name, Steve something? Was it Patterson? He didn't hire Pierce, right?
Oh, no.
So it was CDC his first year.
Maybe. Possibly. Maybe, possibly.
But
the thing is I don't even know if you would necessarily consider David Pierce a bad hire. I just don't think he's necessarily up to the standard at Texas. Like, I think those are two completely different things.
Okay, you come from a legendary coach. Like, that's hard, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
So, so I think that's tough. We just want to see ourselves back at the top in every sport. We want to run every sport. I get it.
Victor said, doesn't Texas have beach volleyball now or coming soon? Yes, we do have beach volleyball at the moment. I don't think we're very good, but
beach. They gonna face some sand somewhere on campus?
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Or I think. I don't know if they travel.
Maybe in West Campus or something. I saw the beach and sand people.
I really hope they are not. I really hope they are not taking opposing people to freaking West Campus.
Why not, man? What's wrong with West Campus? West Side. It'll be dope and live over there. You know it too. You know it's gonna be live. If they put volleyball over on West Campus, it's gonna be dope. You know it just like I do.
I don't think a freaking crowd full of frat daddies and Sperry's and Chubbies drinking their natty lights is a good vibe. Sorry.
Look, they're gonna be out there anyway. Beach volleyball. Okay, come on. I'm gonna keep it real now. Let's be real.
I already know where you're going with this.
Where am I going with this? You just named it, right? West Campus. You got frats. You got sorority. You got everything over there. The crowd. They ain't gotta walk far. I mean, they're gonna be lit watching the volleyball game. You know.
They're gonna end up on the court. What do you mean? They're gonna end up trying to take spots on the court. That's a problem. Go play your intramural and shut up. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just saying, yo. Oh man, I'm just saying. Hey, I don't know any other spot to put it. Just put it in West Campus and have a good time with it.
I will say though, we did have a girl that went from Texas, Molly Phillips. She graduated. She's a graduate from Texas. Graduate transferred to play beach volleyball at USC. Won a national championship at Texas indoor volleyball, and then went and won a national championship with USC in beach. Okay. She's the only NCAA athlete. Well, she's the only volleyball athlete to ever do that. So shout out to Molly Phillips. Shout out to Molly Green Giant, because love that for her. Love that for her to be able to get 2 natties in a year. That's pretty freaking dope.
Hey, I got a question real quick. When we talk about the Rector's Cup and all the sports in Texas kind of running the show, with schools paying like players now, like I know the top programs like Texas is not going to suffer by any means. Like for them, it's okay. Let's do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What kind of benefits do you think we'll have from it, and what teams outside of the SEC you think would be hurt, or Big Ten? Like,
I think one of the things that I think that's been really cool to see between a lot of the different sports with the addition of NIL and the transfer portal and everything is you're getting a lot more parity. I feel like you're getting teams that normally wouldn't really scratch the surface. They wouldn't really kind of be on your radar very much, but they're on the up. They're on the up and coming. You know, Missouri is a perfect example. You know, Missouri before NIL and everything, everybody was like, it's fucking Missouri. Like, nobody gets, like, it just is what it is. But now they have a whole state backing their freaking NIL opportunities. You know, they're killing, they're doing what they got to do in the transfer portal. You know, so like, the thing is I feel like it could hurt. Obviously, it could hurt a lot of the smaller schools that are just kind of being used as feeders for the D1 teams and everything like that. Like, you kind of see, like, that's when it kind of sucks.
They're not even on the settlement, so that sucks.
No, exactly. And so like it sucks, but I think the value that it brings is simply just by bringing more parity to the sport and adding in names that I don't feel like would have been part of the conversation previously. You know? This is
for me, I think it's turned into NFL junior like all.
Oh yeah.
I do. My only issue is, well, I wouldn't say issue because it's not me personally. Like the NFL, your top players are going to be paid, and then the ones at the bottom ain't going to get much money. How do they feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now you got collectors, so everybody can get paid across the board to some things. But some kids like, hey, I'm making $1 million. Hey, I'm making 5,000. What the?
Well, but I also think that's why Texas has stuff like Surly Horn, or not Surly Horns, the Burnt Ends. That is sponsored by Surly Horns and everything, or like the Pancake Factory, you know, like that's why they have those different types of collectives to be able to kind of make those guys feel included, the tight ends and the O-lines and the guys that aren't superstar names necessarily, but making sure that those guys feel included and making sure those guys are getting their bread too, you know?
Can we get something for the D-line? Like,
like we call it the Pancake Factory, but we got to come up with something for the D-line, because what is this? Okay, that is something that we can sit and talk about real quick. There was an insider that put in for a flip on the defensive line, which is a place that we can't really afford that stuff. So, for those that don't know, I forgot his name. Joel? Is that his name? Joel Embody? I think his name.
Yeah, I know too.
It was something like that. I knew it was something like that. But put in a prediction, put in an RPM for defensive lineman Brandon Brown to flip from Texas to LSU, which I feel. Obviously, I'm going to let you get into it, but I feel like it's one that I feel like a lot of people probably could see coming.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one that people could probably expect, considering he hadn't even taken a visit to Texas when he committed, did he? So, I mean, he was really on the Bo Davis train.
Right.
So, I mean, it just, and sometimes that just is what it is. You know, you can't really do nothing about that. You know, he committed to the coach, and he made that very, very clear by committing without even making that, like, taking that time to make the visit.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that just kind of shows that he knew he knows who he wants to get coached by.
Right.
And at the end of the day, there's not anything wrong with that. It goes back to what we were just talking about with Jamarian Carlton about, like, making sure that the staff is right for you as well.
Yep.
But it's at a position that we can't really afford to be having those losses right now. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a losses. You don't want to lose a kid like that who's been committed to you, only because I think that's a premium at that position, and it's where you stand with the others. Now, you can stand with if you think you're going to take in enough bodies, or you're going to hit the portal maybe. Maybe you have that, you can do that, but I necessarily don't want to lose them. But if you do, like, all right, who's next? Like, you better make sure you close in on some guys and go out there and make it a staff effort, though. Like, don't put it just on the D-line coach, right? Make it a staff effort to go out and say, hey, we getting this.
Yeah.
I think it has to be that.
We have to make it a priority.
We have to. D-line is important. Like, championships are won on the line.
I just hope that it doesn't take us shitting our pants and shitting down our leg in big moments for that to realize, for that to be a light bulb that goes off in people's heads.
You know what, though? The first comparison is going to be like, I wish we had, is Michigan week 2. Damn, we need guys like that. We need guys like Mason Brown.
Yeah.
That's when it's going to say, damn, man, we can go front four like that. What do we, you know what I'm saying? That's going to take,
Well, and I think I think Texas fans, obviously, we were a little spoiled. We were a little spoiled with T'Vondre Sweat and Byron Murphy. You know, like, those are not everyday guys that you get in and are able to coach up from 3 and low 4 stars. Right. You know, like, not every single guy, not every 3 low 4-star guy is going to come in and do work like T'Vondre Sweat and Byron Murphy did. Exactly. You know, and want to improve their game the way that they did and end up being 1st and 2nd round picks. You know, so, like, not everybody is gonna be able to have that track record. Not everybody is gonna be able to be on that type of trajectory. And so you have to be able to counter that.
Thanks. Speaking of that, somebody asked me, hey, are we doing film coverage tonight? I was like, bro, I don't want to. I don't know how much time we got, but people want to see it. I don't know what you did. Laci, but people want to see you explain coverages. I don't know.
Me?
No, I'm teasing, but
they say, please let me explain a coverage. Please let me do that. I'll be like, oh yeah, he dropped out of the doohickey and did this, and oh, he fell. He fell.
It was like they want to see, because people are begging for us to play more man coverage, and we got some film to play man coverage, and I had it queued up earlier, but like people was like, yo, like, can we show cover 1? I was like,
you're like, I don't want to do that.
It's already Monday. I don't want to make it worse now.
We will be doing film review.
Oh, yeah.
We will be doing film review consistently, y'all. So if that's something that y'all still want to continue to see, make sure you comment in the comments below. Let us know. Let us know what you want to see from us, because we are just a ball of energy right now. We have a shit ton of ideas that we just got to get rolling. You know, like, we have so many different things that we're working on, so many different things that we really want to bring to you guys. But we also want to hear from y'all. We want to know what y'all want to see. Who are some of the guys that y'all may want to hear from? Victor has a really good question right now. How is Texas looking with Zion Williamson, who did just announce that he will be committing soon?
Yeah, I think with Zion, man, that's a huge need. And shout out to Lufkin, Texas right now. I think with Zion, honestly, like I hate to reference it like this, but like Vic, like that girl you trying to go get, dog. You gotta spit some game. You gotta go talk to her.
I feel like you need to come up with other analogies.
Oh man, because the guys understand it, damn it. They understand.
What's up with you and all these dating analogies?
Hey, look. It relates. The guys understand it. They understand, damn it. Because you know what I'm saying? They know you're trying to go get that woman. You got to date her. You got to go show her some love. Something you make her choose you. No.
See?
No.
Stop it, Charlie.
You know what I'm about to say. Vic, we need to win him over. He got an official visit coming up, man, and that official visit needs to be top notch, out of this world. We might be trailing a little bit.
Trailing who?
Oh man, no, he likes a certain coach too.
Well, that lets us know.
Yeah.
Mother sucker. He couldn't do this recruiting with us. The fuck? What is going on here?
I ain't getting into it. I ain't touching that.
Am I wrong?
Well, he was. He just moved. Think about it.
He was a developer. Okay, I will say about Bo. Great developer. Nothing against him as a developer. Obviously, we've seen what he was able to do with guys like T'Vondre Sweat and Byron Murphy. We've seen the development. The development speaks for itself.
Yeah. I'll say this though.
Like I said, I'm just wondering why he wouldn't recruit him like this at Texas. That's all I'm wondering.
He offered those guys to Texas though. So I'm not saying he was an
okay, but then what? Why can't? Okay, that's my question then. Okay, so if Bo Davis is who they wanted to get coached up by, why? Where is that disconnect? Why didn't they end up at Texas when Bo was at Texas?
I mean, no, it was early. It was early. They didn't want to commit yet. They got to take their officials. He just happened to leave. I don't know. Look, they like him.
So he didn't recruit them to Texas like he should have. You're trying so hard not to say that.
Maybe.
You're trying so hard not to say that.
I love Bo Davis.
There's nothing wrong with Bo Davis. I'm not even trying to sit here and shit on Bo Davis. I'm not at all. I promise.
Okay.
But that is one thing that we struggled with. We struggled getting the big, dominant, aggressive, mean, nasty guys on that interior recruiting wise.
Yeah.
He was able to develop guys into that, but we've struggled.
I'll say this about Bo. Bo likes who he likes, and he doesn't care about the rankings, so to speak. He's going to go get what he thinks he can develop. Most people are just not going to agree with that. Like I've been around coaches like that who they're going to recruit what they like, right? And it's not going to be the high ranked guy on 3, 2, 4, 7. It's like, no, this is who I like. I don't care if he's a 3-star. This is who I like.
Yeah.
If I can develop him to be a 5-star by the time they leave, then I win at the end of the day, right? Because I'll say this about any and every coach. The kids they recruit are the ones that either gets them keep a job or get fired. So if that man want to recruit what he want to recruit because he feel like that's going to continue to let him put food on the table for his wife and kids and everybody else, I'm with it. I don't care because I don't care about the rankings either. I don't care if a kid's ranked the 4 or 5.
No, that's not what I'm saying though. I'm not saying necessarily get the big 5-star. Like, I'm not saying it's all about stars. I don't want to sit and say that it's all about stars or anything. Hold up. This is a good question. Is Bo Davis getting help elsewhere to close these battles, or like Coach says, these are just guys he likes? I think that's a good question because he didn't really have that here. So if he has guys helping him on that side, like.
I'll say this though, right? My dude, Oscar Giles is almost the same way.
Mm-hmm.
T'Vondre wasn't what he was in high school.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, why are we taking a skinny defensive tackle?
No, for sure.
Everybody who around DFW knew Byron Murphy was the beast, but it was
for sure.
Like, I don't want him. I want Shamar Stewart. Right? So look what they turned into. So is Bo getting help? Sure, he's getting help. But is he the best recruiter?
See?
Bo's old school.
See? People agree with me.
I'm sure they do.
People agree with me.
He's old school. He's not gonna be like, I ain't gonna text you all hours of the night. and and show y'all this love. Like, hey, I'll let my GA do it, but if I want you, you want to be here, come on, let's go, type thing. You know what I mean? That's both. He's just not into he's old school with it. And I mean, at Texas, you might have to be out there. You know what I mean? So it's a bit different. But
like I said, it's just one of those things where it's nothing against Bo Davis as a developer. I don't think any single person would sit and bitch to you about the way that he developed the defensive line. I don't think and if they do, they're dumb. And they're just looking for something to bitch about. Because the proof was in the pudding. I mean, it just was what it was. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that was a place that we struggled in recruiting, to be able to get those top guys consistently, get a top guy, like any of them.
No, you're right. But can we talk about the flip side? A coach who can recruit but can't develop?
Oh yeah, no, you're dead in the water either way.
You know what I'm saying?
You're kind of screwed either way.
So I think the
for sure. It just depends on like which one you're more okay with, kind of being your Achilles heel, I guess.
It's this. People want recruiters versus developing coaches, honestly. Because you think I can just recruit the best talent, they're gonna pan out. Coaches don't want to coach anymore. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of them don't. I'm recruiting this 5-star kid, and hey, he's gonna be a 5-star, right? Hey man. I mean, that's who he built the relationship with, though. Think about it, Victor. He was recruiting us. That's why he was at Texas. So it makes sense. Hey, I'm going to go over there. I'm still going to recruit you. Hey, I moved to a new address, but I still want you.
I moved to a new address. LOL.
Yeah.
I'm in a completely different state, but I want to take you on a date. Or however coach would say it.
Hey, chill out. Some people like long distance relationships. I don't know. I'm saying, though, like, hey, does it feel like he's still not recruited yet? Because he just came from here. So I think but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a battle no matter what. Because it's proven like, hey, who developed those two?
Yeah.
Murphy, right?
Well, and that's the thing is, like, we have Kenny Baker, who I'm super excited to see what Kenny Baker's able to do with that room. I'm super excited to see the type of guys he's able to bring in on the recruiting trail and how he approaches recruiting and everything. But at the same time, like, it does suck losing that type of developer. And, he doesn't have that proof that Bo Davis does. So it is harder for Kenny to be able to recruit on the same level as a Bo Davis or as somebody that has had a little bit more skin in the game. True
that. But he'll get there. I believe in Baker, man. I think he's gonna get there. Give him more than a year, people. I promise you. I think Baker's gonna do a great job. I do got a question though. Hey, who's he talking about when he lands?
I don't know.
Who are you talking about, Longhorn? Come on, you got to put a name out there, bro.
Man battle. We gotta.
Name out there.
Hold on. Let's hop to this real quick. I think we give Baker 1 year. I remember in an interview, 1 year.
He said 1 year. Hey, this Texas. You don't get more than a year. You know that. You're on probation. It don't look right. We trying to get you out of here. Hey, I like this dude. Who is this?
1 year though. That seems a little excessive.
Hey, that's how it is. Well, most of these assistant coaches on 1 year contracts though.
Oh, for sure. Well, and honestly, like,
two of them are on for 1 year contracts this coming up season. So hey.
As they should be.
Oh man.
As they should be.
That's for another show.
That's for a whole nother episode, because we could do a whole episode on that.
Chris Jackson's killing. Chris Jackson's killing him, man.
Shout out to Chris Jackson. And honestly, that is a guy that we had the same questions. We had the same questions with him that we had with Kenny Baker. Like, how was he going to be able to address the recruiting trail? How was he going to be able to attack what we needed to get out on the recruiting trail, being in Texas? Like, how is he going to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to hit the pavement, but you got to be in these DMs. You got to be hitting these kids up. Like, you got to be working nonstop. And I know you got a GA, you got analysts, like, everybody pitch in and help. I think that's what it takes to build a relationship and trying to get out there. So that's what he's going to have to do. I think he'll get there. And then how the guys play on the field will say a lot, because then he got tape behind it. It's like, hey, let me show you what we do. So come on, Victor, man, chill out.
I know. I'm not going to put that one up. because that's kind of mean.
He's a baby, bro. He ain't even 19.
I'm not. I know. I'm not. I'm not
time.
gonna put that one up because it's kind of mean. But for those of you that are just joining us, hi, I'm Laci. What's up? This is LacedUp Live. We're live every single Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Follow us over on YouTube, or subscribe over on YouTube. Follow us over on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right here on the screen for you guys. Sorry, I read another comment. But
I started to chill out, man. Hey, like she said, follow us up. You can follow us on X on Twitter, whatever you want to call it. You can find your boy Coach Dub, Coach Williams II on Twitter. Or you can find me at Inside Texas with a bunch of other great guys putting out some great content.
Use code IT1.
IT1 for $1, give you 2 months. So come check us out just for $1. Just $1, you know what I'm saying?
A single dollar.
Nothing for $1.
Single dollar make you holla, honey boo boo.
Oh, that's a whole different episode. There we throwing dollars.
I said you, not me. I said you.
No. You gotta drop more than $1 bill for me to shake. Anyway, what's the next topic?
Hey, Coach said, "Don't just make it rain. You need a freaking monsoon.
Yeah,
you need a monsoon for me to be shaking anything."
You gotta pay me. I ain't cheap. Anyway, I think we need both of them, to be honest. Yeah, I think we do. Get DJ, Zion. Just close.
You got to stop making me laugh. You keep making me cough.
Laugh is good for the soul, yeah.
Not right now. I'm in pain.
Oh, my bad. Zion.
I'm hurting.
I think we should get Zion. I love Zion. Hey, look, anybody, Deep East Texas too. Hey, shout out to him. Hey, I love East Texas kids. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm biased. I love East Texas kids though. We got a different hunger about us, you know. Like people.
Okay, being somebody that's not from East Texas, but has family in East Texas and understands the East Texas lifestyle, I can agree to that though. Like, there's a different hunger, there's a different aggression, there's a different want out of a lot of the guys out of East Texas, because it's all small town nothings. Like, you're in the middle of nowhere. They want to make a name for themselves. They just want because the thing is a lot of those guys just want the opportunity.
That's it.
A lot of those guys aren't even trying to, like, yes, obviously they want to be the best. They want to win. They want to do all this stuff, but they just want an opportunity to show what they got.
That's it.
So, I mean, shout out to Beast Texas.
Yeah, I like it. Beast Texas in the house.
Shout out to Beast Texas in the house.
Just for easy deals. You know what?
So he said there's so much talent in Texas. Now that we're in the SEC and the program is back on the rise, these should be easy deals. Not necessarily. Can I make a comment on that? I just want to say, because it kind of goes back to what we were saying a minute ago about how Kenny Baker doesn't really have any skin in the game. You know, like, I think it kind of goes back to, it's a new coach. It's a new situation. You got a new, you got Johnny Nansen, you got Kenny Baker, there's a little bit of an overhaul on that side on the coaching staff. So, like, it goes back to what we were saying about being able to build relationships and having that time to make sure that you're able to build those connections. And in theory, yes, I think it will be easy eventually whenever he's able to put some proof in the pudding, like, kind of show everybody the type of developer or the type of recruiter that he is. But I mean, he's been here like 5 months. Yeah. So I mean, like,
yeah, I agree with you on that one. But I mean, I'll say this: Texas has always sold itself. Mm-hmm. Even during Charlie Strong years, we still had top classes. Texas is always going to get top players, no matter if we win, lose, or draw. Now we're going to get a little bit more if we win, right? But Texas sells itself. Like, it's Austin, bro. Like, I don't know how much you can even say. Much more you can say. It's like, it's Austin. You're in the capital. You got all these restaurants. You got the lake. You got the hills. You got the mountains.
You got breweries. You got distilleries. You got wineries. You got the hills. You've got 6th Street. You got East 6. You got like there's so much to do.
Like, Austin is just the spot to be, and you're gonna get a great education. But that on your diploma, come on, man. Like, it's so much going for Texas, and always will be. I think you just have those other schools out there, and I say that just because I'm a Longhorn fan, right? But
you've been at other places too, telling
kids, it don't matter. Like, if you feel like another school can develop you, man, and that's the best choice for you and your family, go there.
Go. Mm-hmm.
Because every year the NFL shows it don't matter where you go to school, you got a chance to get drafted if you that dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that it says a lot that Illinois has had they've had like a top 1 to 2 round draft pick in the past, like defensive draft pick in the past like 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, they got
like that.
TV coming next year. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop.
That's why I made that connection though. That's exactly why I made that connection, is because that was basically the message to Terrence Brooks. You know, like if you feel that you can be developed better elsewhere, go do that.
Yeah,
like we're sitting here cheering for you. Go we want that for you. If you don't feel like Texas is the place, that's okay. Go find it.
Go find it. Like I said, it's the Texas Longhorns or the Dallas Cowboys. It's the same. I know you hate it. I know you hate that, but
I will. To be fair, it's not that I hate it, because I've called them the Dallas Longhorns before. Okay. Like the comparison is kind of uncanny and it's a little bit annoying. But I don't know. I just have a hard time. I have a hard time getting on board because I freaking hate Jerry Jones so much.
Oh.
I hate
Jerry, man.
What the hell do you mean? Why am I hating on Jerry?
Why you hating on old school for, man? Hey, Jerry driving down Harry.
How much time do you have? I will sit here and give you a full MLA cited format, freaking whatever you need, Oxford MLS MLA format essay. I will write a full 500-page essay on why I don't freaking like Jerry Jones.
Y'all leave Jerry Jones. Leave Jerry alone.
No.
Hey.
I will never leave that man alone, ever.
I cut for old Jerry.
He deserves it. He deserves every bit of criticism and slander he gets.
I cut for Jerry. I like Jerry.
Now I feel like you're just trying to fight me.
No.
Now I feel like you're just trying to have a differing opinion. Because ain't no way.
Thanks for beating Stanford. My team lost.
Thanks for beating Stanford. My team lost to Stanford in softball. So that means you're a Bama fan, right? Or wait. Maybe. Bama? That? Comment back and let us know who you're a fan of, because we got you back.
Got you back. Yeah.
We got you back. We got you back. Shout out to the softball girls. 1-0. Headed to the Women's College World Series final right now. Oh, UCLA. That's what it was. Whoops. My bad. Honestly, I will say, just to respond back to this really, really quickly, I was devastated for the UCLA girls. I definitely thought that it was going to be a different outcome. I definitely thought that the UCLA bats were going to be able to withstand Nyjah, and that the pitching was going to be able to come out and do what they needed to do. But unfortunately, it's just not really what happened. And Nyjah was really on her game. So, which is really funny, because apparently, according to the announcers, every time she plays Texas, she's just so exhausted and tired and missing her spots and blah, 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 blah. But I mean, against everybody else, she has so much energy and she's on point. Just saying.
Oh, Longhorn fan brother had a good question.
Which one? Where's it at? Did I miss it?
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
Oh, I missed it.
Hey, you
bring it up.
Film study. You gotta come back from film study. I can't.
Oh, here we go. I got it. This one?
What are your thoughts on the secondary? I feel like the officer recruiting fairly well, but not developing. Can I take this one?
Go ahead.
Hey, look. Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna put you full screen for a second.
Full screen? Okay, do your thing.
I have to. I'm sorry. I keep.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Let's talk about it, man. I'll always say this. I'm a coach. Could I coach DBs? Sure. Could I teach the scheme? Sure. I can teach them what to do. Have I ever been in the trenches and played DB and covered a receiver on the island by myself, backpedal, turn around and found the ball, looking at his hip and mirror the receiver, knowing what cuts he gonna make and all? No. Could I explain that in full detail like I was a DB coach? Maybe, but I haven't lived it. Right? So I think that Texas has a DB coach that hasn't lived it because he played baseball. You can't develop what you don't really know all the way. How can you teach me to be something you never was? I'm keep it a buck. Great man, great guy, great recruiter. but you start looking at people's resume. I heard this the other day from Antonio Cromartie. You look at a coach's resume. Who have they put in the NFL? Who have they really developed and put in the NFL? Think about it. That's how I measure a coach of development. I don't care about the 5 stars that you get because half of them are already athletically ready.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the guy you brought in that's been on the bench 2 years? Did he develop or did you put him in the portal?
The amount of people that don't know this is kind of sad because we're all sitting here thinking that, okay, we got Terry Joseph, cool, whatever. Like he's part of the Joseph family. We got somebody. Pero like,
look, you got to come back when we do film study, and I can really break this down. Or check this out. Tell you a matter of fact, we're gonna do film study here. But if you go to YouTube.com and type in Inside Texas coverage teach tape, you'll see me breaking down cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, and match quarters, and what that is, and what that's all the coverages Texas run. Go there and check it out. I'll break down coverages. You'll see some miscommunications and all types of things. How do we explain Blake? Ooh,
that's what. Yep.
Okay, so I can do this real quick. Blake
go ahead.
Blake dad was a coach. Blake grew up knowing football. Blake is a very, very smart individual. Sometimes he's too smart to where he can't dumb it down and teach the players. And he expects them to go like he knows it because he's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the best coaches and teachers are the ones who can relate to the kids and get them to understand at that level. You can bark at them and tell them what to do, but if you can't ever break it down in layman terms for them and what you really want them to do, it's really hard. Another thing, we play country high school coverage. What I mean by that is, in high school, you taught the eye the quarterback, right? If you're a free safety, eye the quarterback. If he looks this way, then you open your hips that way. If he looks that way, you open your hips that way. We keep our eyes on the quarterback. When he throws the ball, then we react. But it's too late. You can't.
It's too late at that point. Yeah.
Why we teach that? I don't know. Why we continue to get beat for years? That's why. So anyway.
So it's obviously definitely something that needs to be addressed and something that we're all hoping is addressed. If not this year, then next, whenever the contract extensions are. I'm tongue in cheek with that one, but
this is a good. I like this. It goes to show relationship building, understanding rather than you just recruiting. Exactly. You have to take the time to really understand each guy because everybody does not learn the same way. Quit trying to rush a product and say either you get it or you don't. Like, no, every kid learns differently. Be a coach and coach them. Like what you heard about Thomas. Like I love coaching, but some guys run away from it.
Yeah.
Most of them do. They run away from it. They got their fat check. They're doing this and that. But at the end of the day, like, are you coaching?
I think a lot of egos are involved. I think it's always about an ego. It's always about feeling like superior, feeling above, feeling I know everything and you don't. And I'm not saying that that's Blake or that's Terry Joseph or anybody like that. I'm not trying to make that correlation with any of our coaches. I'm just saying that it's very easy to let that ego take over whenever you're dealing with 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids that obviously think they know everything anyways.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You know what I love about Dwayne Akina, man? He coached every player individually. And what I mean by this, like,
man, I wish we would have gotten him back.
People as humans, we're not robots.
Yeah.
You can't use Laci and me the same way to play the same position. I don't have the same trace in DNA and makeup she has. Right? She doesn't have what I have. So you got to coach me based on my strengths. You can't coach everybody the exact same way. If I got a kid that's super strong, I'm going to teach him how to use his power. But if I got a guy that's more quick, I'm going to teach him how to use that. You can't teach a guy who's quick and agile to be a power guy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, it's kind of like whenever Tom Herman was adding weight to everybody and Jordan Whittington was hurt. And it's crazy how as soon as that doesn't happen, he has 2 healthy seasons.
Thank you. Shout out to Coach Beckton because
shout out to Coach Beckton because he's really gotten our strength and conditioning program up to where it needs to be.
Everybody has their own individual plan, and that's the way you want it, man. That's the most important hire on any team, though, strength and conditioning coach. So shout out to Coach Clark for bringing that dude in.
Well, and Torrey Beckton has done the damn thing. You know, we've outlasted a lot more than I ever expected. you know, especially you go back to Alabama. You go back to Alabama this past season and how they looked gas. We didn't. Mm-hmm. You know, we looked aggressive and strong and powerful the whole game. You know, the full 4 quarters.
Yeah.
You know, we spent the last 8-9 minutes running the ball down their throat.
Yeah, they were done for.
You know, like strength and conditioning matters.
It does.
Your body matters. How you're treating your body, how you're treating your diet, how you're treating your nutrition, how you're treating your approach to everything is super, super important. And whenever you don't have those coaches and stuff that are able to guide you in the way that you need to be guided, right, then it makes it so much easier to sit and miscommunicate and not understand each other and purposefully misunderstand each other just because you're not on the same page.
I agree. Everybody can't be Ocho Cinco where you can go out and eat McDonald's and all that still shy. You know what I mean?
Right? Like not everybody is perfect, okay?
Everybody's perfect, so.
We're going to jump back to softball really quick because Alfonso said that would be dope to see the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas in softball. He said, who do y'all want to play in the final, Oklahoma or Florida? Based off of today, honestly, okay, I'm going to be real honest. I'm okay with either one. Like, I'm going to be real honest.
I like the confidence.
I'm genuinely okay with either one. Because we've seen what Texas was able to do in a 3-game series versus Oklahoma. Right. In the regular season. We won 2 out of 3. It was a battle, but we did it. You know? So on the season, we're 2-2 versus OU. Right. You know, that's the first time that we've won a series versus Oklahoma since like 2000 and something. Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, it's been like 13, 14 years since we'd won a series versus Oklahoma in softball. So I'm going to be completely honest and sit and say that I have nothing but utmost confidence in these girls. I don't know a pitching staff that's as deep as ours. I don't know a lineup that is as powerful as ours 1 through 9. Yeah, that's true, Victor. Is obvious. He's scared. He's scary. Why are you being scary, coach?
As a competitor, bring on anybody. As a fan, I ain't trying to play OU softball, man.
Why?
They're going to turn up the bats on our ass.
My thing is, to be the best, you have to beat the best.
No,
Oklahoma is going for a 4-peat. They are going for a 4-peat national championship in this sport. So if we can take down anybody, let me take down those hoes.
Damn.
I mean OU. I don't mean like the softball team. I wasn't calling the softball team hoes.
Whoa, shit. What is going on here? Hey,
I was meaning hoes in generalities.
I knew what you meant. But I'm just saying, I don't want their bats to come alive on our ass and beat us, and then they win 5 straight.
But Florida's bats came alive today on OU. They freaking embarrassed them.
They did.
You know, so like it's one of those things that, like, I don't think that Florida's pitching is going to be able to withstand not only if they do get past Oklahoma tomorrow. I don't think their pitching is going to be able to withstand a 3-game series versus Texas, because at the end of the day, Keegan Rothrock is a freshman in that circle, and she has pitched almost as much as Nigeri Kennedy, who is the star ace, national player of the year for Stanford.
We're about to see.
So, I mean, it's going to be a battle either way, because Florida's not going to want to go out sad after we ruled them 10-0. They're not going to want to do that again.
Yeah.
So they have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to be pissed off.
They might come in hot. I get that.
Which they could come in hot, which I agree with this. Texas could sweep Florida. That's the thing, is I think that we have the ability to sweep anybody.
Oh, you confident as shit, huh?
That's the thing, is that, like, when I say I have the utmost confidence in these girls, I genuinely mean it. They've shown that they can win in a run rule. They've showed that they can win in a 1-0 game pitching battle. They've showed that they can win on the defensive side. They showed that they could win with their bats. They've showed that they can win with pitching. You know, like Tegan Kavan is not pitching in this Women's College World Series like a freshman. She is not. I haven't even looked at her full stat sheet tonight because I wasn't able to watch the full game. So I am going to go watch it on a replay after this. But she had one hit versus Florida the other day, or Stanford the other day. And then, like I said, I don't know how many hits. I don't know the stat line or anything tonight. So I'm not 100% sure on how many hits or anything she allowed. But whenever we hopped on, she'd already had like 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, like maybe a hit or 2. Like Tegan Kavan is not pitching like a freshman. Mac Morgan is coming in and pitching like the elite ace that she needs to be.
Yeah.
The vet, the one that has Women's College World Series experience. You know? And so I like us with anybody in a 3-game series. I really do.
I guess bring it on, man. You know, hey, look. But I'm gonna come find y'all. We play OU, kick our ass. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna find you, Battle and Fonzo and everybody else. Hey, I told y'all to leave them OU girls alone. They put something in their water. I don't know.
They do put something in their water. They wouldn't be going for honestly. It's one of those things where you can't help but as a woman to sit there and give them their props. Because, you know, as a Texas fan, it freaking sucks. But as a woman that grew up and played softball and loves softball, it's amazing to see the type of dominance that they've been able to have over the sport.
Okay, Alfonso.
I know that's what I mean.
I'm with it though.
Honestly, it really depends on who they pitch tomorrow. They're pitching Kelly Maxwell. They're gonna pitch Kelly Maxwell. They have to.
Okay.
Because obviously we saw what Florida was able to do today off of Nicole May and Kirsten Deal, and didn't really work out in their favor very well. So they have to start Kelly Maxwell. They just have to. It's not really an option. It's not really a choice. They have to. It's a win or go home situation. So you have to start your ace. You have to start in that situation. And honestly, I'm just thankful that Texas was able to take advantage of a golden opportunity and give ourselves that extra day of rest.
Yeah.
Because we don't play tomorrow. Okay, see? She's allowed 2 hits in her 2 starts, and she's pitched complete games. And she's allowed 2 complete game shutouts.
Just don't get hit. Just don't play you and get hit 2 or 3 times.
But that's what I'm saying, though, is that even if she does, she's had such a stellar outing as a freshman. You can't take that away from her, no matter if Oklahoma comes in and beats the ever-loving shit out of the ball. You cannot take that away from Tegan Kavan because she has absolutely killed it.
Hey, y'all don't care who we play. I just want to play Florida, okay? I think.
Why? Why do you want Florida so bad? Because you saw the 10-0, and you're like, okay, let's get it.
I don't care about getting the easy championship win. Let me get my 2 games and go and get my ring and get out.
Yeah.
I don't want to play OU. I might have to play 3 games.
I mean, that's fair. But with us taking advantage of this opportunity, we gave ourselves a whole extra day of rest.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no song from Tornado Alley. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear these fight songs. I don't want to see.
You know what? It would be amazing. It would be amazing. Imagine how amazing it would be to stop the 4-peat in Oklahoma City.
That'd be great.
In front of their own fans.
It'd be fun. They gotta watch. They can't even comment because I don't even want to hear their fans on Twitter. I don't want to talk. But,
and it's so funny because their fans are super insecure about it, which is wild. It's absolutely insane because anytime anybody says anything good about any other softball team, like anytime any other softball team is good, there's no U fan in the comments being like, well, you haven't 3-peated, you haven't 4-peated, you haven't.
Oh, they will say that though. If they lose, they're gonna say all that.
Like, bro, shit. Like, obviously not, but that doesn't negate from the fact that 1, you just lost, 2, whatever point I was making is probably still valid.
True.
Like, congratulations, you 3-peated. Love that for you. That's amazing.
Right.
That's amazing, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Nah.
Like, it makes no sense for y'all to be such a powerhouse and be so insecure about it.
True that.
That's what's so funny. Is like, let other people, like, if you're not worried about it, let other teams be good. If you're not worried about anybody coming and taking your throne because y'all are just so dominant and y'all kick everybody's ass and blah 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 blah, what's the problem?
NBA Finals.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just
LacedUp's she's a Mavs fan. Y'all, yeah.
Yes, I am. Mavs fan for life. Go Mavs, go baby. Let's go.
Kyrie. I like Kyrie.
Kyrie and Luka are two of the best closers in the game right now.
But I hope Boston whacks that ass.
LOL. Okay. Good luck with that.
Come on, Tatum, light bright. Come on, do something.
Light bright.
I need it.
Yep. See? Go Mavs. Fuck Boston.
Alfonso, what's wrong with you, bro?
Let's go.
Mavs in 6?
Mavs in 6, baby. See, we got all the Mavs fans in here tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Luka the GOAT.
All teams I like in Dallas are the Rangers and the Stars. Everybody else on Cowboys, Mavs.
Why don't you like the Mavs, though, is my question.
Oh, you don't want to get into that.
I do. Is it a Heat problem?
Nah, I ain't no Miami Heat fan.
Okay.
Laker fan? You know the real deal, man? I'm a Laker fan. Oh, he's a Laker fan. No. Okay. I felt like this, right? I felt like I used to cut for the Mavs. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I didn't dislike them. When they had Van Exel and all them. Avery Johnson built a great team.
Mm-hmm.
He lost in the finals.
Avery Johnson.
And they fired the man after he built the team. Then they brought Rick Carlisle in to win off his back. I don't like that type of shit.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fair.
That's why I don't like him. That's why I ain't like the Mavs since. I just don't.
Laker fan without LeBron, though.
LeBron. Hey, LeBron's top 5 all time, somewhere in there, bro.
He is, for sure.
Wrong. So when they did Avery wrong, bro, I ain't never been a fan since. Like, why you get rid of Avery? He took you to the finals because he lost you till you got rid of the man, but he built the team for you. I don't like people getting fired once they do all the work, and then you fire them, and then you put a new face in and let them win a championship. No, I don't like
Then you don't like the Warriors.
We see eye to eye right now. Now he get it. Shout out to Mark Jackson, built the team. Then they brought Steve Kerr in. I ain't gonna get into that because I'm gonna say something I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
I got you.
I ain't biggest Steve Kerr fan. Every time they win a championship, I think Mark should get a ring because he built that team. He drafted and he built the team. Yeah, they did. Yeah, same thing.
Fair enough.
It's the same thing. Straight up.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot. We've talked a lot tonight. So I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us this Monday night. It's been a great conversation. I'm glad we were able to sit and talk about a bunch of different stuff. We were able to have a bunch of different types of conversations. So thank you guys so much for joining in every single Monday. We really appreciate all the comments, likes, subscribe. Make sure you go over to YouTube, subscribe over there, hit that post notification bell so you're notified every single time we go live. Follow. I know I need like a little bing. I need like a bell on my little soundboard thingy. But yeah, make sure you go subscribe to all of us over there. Like, comment, make sure you follow us over on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right here under our names. I am over on Twitter at Hook'emLaci, XOXO. Coach is over there on Twitter at Coach Williams. Stop it. I messed up. Coach Williams II is what his name is over on Twitter. Make sure you go subscribe to Inside Texas. Use code IT1 for 2 months for $1.
Just $1.
$1. That's it. $1, and you can be getting all the information that you could ever want for Texas athletics, or you could just come watch us on Monday nights. That's pretty cool too, because we like to sit and talk about a lot of the stuff that Coach Dub is talking about over on Inside Texas. So make sure you, like I said, join us every single Monday night. We really, really appreciate you guys. Coach, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, I'm good. It's Monday. I'll take it back. Go Boston. That's it. No,
Hater.
Hey,
hater.
Do y'all thing.
You are a hater.
Okay, win it all. You go take you some Theraflu or something.
Oh my God, I need to. I'm dying. I need some Claritin.
So you can get you some. Never mind, I can't say on here. But you get you some honey lemon tea. Get you a shot of whiskey.
I need something like a little hot toddy.
You need a hot toddy. Get that. Put an onion in the bottom of your feet in your sock.
I'm good.
You in East Texas. You don't know what to tell you. Hey,
I know I've heard that from my Mimi, but I'm not putting an onion in my. Yeah, it's my Mimi. That's my grandma.
Okay, yeah, put an onion in a sock. Yeah.
Quick little story before we head out because it's a funny story on that Mimi thing. I got my wisdom teeth removed whenever I was like, I don't know, 18, 19, something like that. And the one thing that I said whenever I was up on laughing gas after that was the doctor told me, my surgeon told me that my grandma was waiting in the lobby for me or waiting in the post-op room or whatever, waiting for me. And just woozy off my ass, I look at him and I was like, that's not my grandma. That's my Mimi. And like, I got so mad at him. And my Mimi tells everybody that story because she was like, no, she was defending her Mimi. It's Mimi.
I get
it's not grandma.
I'll fight up my grandmama too.
Oh,
that's my big mama, you know? Yeah.
I'm telling I would go to war over my grandparents.
I feel you on that.
I would go to absolute war over my grandparents. Do not play with me. But thank you guys so much for joining us every single Monday night. We really appreciate you guys. Hook 'em horns. Thank y'all. Hold up. Let me see if I can actually get this outro right this time. I'm gonna call myself out on it. So hook 'em horns. Let's get it. Bye, y'all.
Defense flying to the ball like vultures. Y'all got to pray. Shoot it out like John Wick. Tell me what y'all hate for. And I'm finna run a blitz on you like I'm J4. Standing on this champion.